Hello Sagittarius, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the weekly read for the week starting 28th of October, to the 3rd of November 2019. We're starting the week off with a new moon, and if you'd like a new moon reading with me, you can get $20 off that at the moment. The link's popping up in the corner right there, right now. I get those out within 24 hours of ordering them. Storm going on at the moment. I just had to retreat in after making the last video while the rain poured down, but I'm back again now. It's cooled it right down as well, which is nice. So Sagittarius, what have we got for you this week? So this is the general part of the reading. We've got who am I and detachment, and so this is saying you're kind of starting a new chapter in your life now, and who you have been is not who you are right now. It's like you're in a different phase, so maybe you've been going through a healing part of your life and now you're headed into more of a successful part of your life. You know, the majority of the healing is over and you can move forward now into success. Or maybe you've gone from kind of being unawakened to being awakened and going into a healing phase now. Whichever phase you're coming out of and you're going into, this is saying that you're actually detaching from who you were now and moving into a new phase. And so just question yourself about that, who you think you are, because you'll need to have like a new frame, and you'll have to reframe yourself in your own mind for this next chapter of your life to move forward, Sagittarius. What about relationships for Sagittarius this week? Love life. Now relationships, they're all about us understanding ourselves, getting to know ourselves and loving ourselves more. And so we might think it's about another person, but really it's about ourselves. And the more we get to know ourselves, the more we accept ourselves, the more we love ourselves, which happens throughout life, but it happens in relationships as well, that we learn about ourselves like that. The more we're loving ourselves, the more we're likely to get into a relationship with someone who's just like us, because we like those parts of ourselves. We like every part of ourselves, and so we go from like attracting opposites when we're resistant to ourselves, when we're not loving ourselves, to attracting someone who's just like us when we're loving ourselves. And so in your relationship, Sagittarius, you're gaining a better understanding of yourself. And so this is saying, like, if you're struggling to be heard within a relationship, or you think that you're not getting what you're asking for in relationships, it's actually how you're listening to yourself is the reflection that's going on there. So if you're not listening to yourself, then you're thinking that a partner isn't listening to, or you're thinking the universe isn't listening to you because it's not giving you the kind of person that you're wanting to attract into your life. Either way, it's about how much you're listening to yourself. So get loving yourself some more, Sagittarius, to bring in those relationships that you really want, or to bring in the aspects of a relationship that you really want if you're already in one. How about your work, jobs, business, Sagittarius, for this week? Right, this is about changes, it's about growing, it's about what you once loved isn't necessarily what you love now. You know, this is just the way of life. We think we want something, we get that thing, then we try it out for a while, and then after a while we realize that because it's true of everything, that there's positives and negatives in it, and so we start seeing more of the negatives, and that gives us rise to want something new. And so we want something new thinking it's all positive again. We get what we want, and then of course we go through that same process again. We find out what we don't like about it, and all of these cycles are going, we're fine-tuning what it is that we really love, right? And so this is saying, as you've gone through that process, you've loved something, you did it, you found out what you didn't like much about it, and then you're moving towards something else. But you've got to forgive yourself in that process. You know, there's no point in beating yourself up because you made that choice in the past, you know, or saying to yourself that you were wrong to choose that job because it has some negative aspects of it. Everything has negative aspects of it. Everything is a balance, and the more we grow, the better we choose for ourselves. The more the pickier we get. You know, we fine tune it. We get pickier. We want even better for ourselves, and so we can always. Everything is a balance of positive and negative. In fact, everything is completely neutral. It's up to us as to how we look at it, how we perceive things. And we'd be completely imbalanced if we were to see everything as completely negative, so something is just completely wrong, 100% wrong. Just as we'd be completely out of balance if we were to think that everything is 100% right too. And so just know that it's 50-50, everything is 50-50, and that's being a balanced human being. So forgive yourself for moving on from a job, or moving on from a project or a business, something that you did love, and for loving different things now. Set yourself free from that. Now, how about abundance and money for Saggies this week? We've got I am appreciated and I am good enough. And so I am good enough. The I am good enough card, hey, this is like, it's one of the fundamental blocks that people have, is not feeling that they're good enough to have what they want. It causes people to try and prove themselves, to give too much away, to try too hard, constantly trying to prove their worthiness for something, for the abundance that you're getting, instead of just knowing that you deserve it, just for being yourself. So this is saying that, yeah, you're trying too hard because you don't feel good enough. You're trying too hard for your abundance. You're struggling for it, and you can't struggle for abundance. Abundance just shows up. It shows up with ease, and when you get aligned with that, then you'll let it in. And so appreciate yourself more so that you feel good enough already as you are. Because you're okay, Saggies. You can have the abundance that you want right now, but you've got to believe it. You've got to believe it right now. If you'd like a private reading with me, there's a link that's popping up there just now. I get those out within 24 hours of you ordering them. And if you like this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Have a fantastic week, Sagittarius, and I'll see you next week. Bye.